How you doing, Young Marines? Again, I'm Mr. Alvin Hendricks, Training Manager with Headquarters Young Marines, and welcome to another episode of Young Marine Pro Tips. Today's episode is going to be how to navigate with the compass. Let me ask you a quick question. How many young Marines do you know can actually, surely, and confidently navigate with the compass? I know all of them. Wrong. A lot of young Marines come to the leadership schools and they don't know how to use the compass, even though those objectives are in the basic in the junior book. So I'm going to show you a surefire way to be confident before you get to the leadership schools or before you go to any encampments where you have to use a compass and actually navigate to a point.
First things first, you're gonna need a field like the one that I'm in. Yeah, it's drone time. Starting out, you're gonna need a pack of index cards, a Sharpie, a compass, a hole puncher, some zip ties, and a 100-foot rope. All right, step one, lay out your 100-foot rope. Grab your compass and make sure you lay the rope out east to west. For me, east is this way and west is, yeah, that way. I'm sorry, I found the opportunity to say it, so I said it. Next, get your index cards, write 1 through 20 on 20 index cards. Not 1 through 20 on one, but each card gets its own number and then laminate it. Step 3, hole punch each card that you've just created and zip tie them to the rope every 5 feet, just like in the graphic. Zip tie them to the rope every 5 feet. The number 1 should be on the west end of the rope and the number 20 should be on the east end of the rope. Step 4, the hardest part, shooting an azimuth. Let's get started by quickly going over the parts of a compass. This is called the compass dial, which also includes the degrees. This is the base plate. This is the orientating arrow. This is called the magnetic needle, and this is the direction of travel. Now, the basic premise is to move the base plate into the direction of travel is on the degree that you're trying to shoot, and then move your body until the magnetic needle is on top of the orientating arrow, which is something we call putting the red in the bed. Let's say I want to shoot 45 degrees. I'm going to grab the base plate and move it into the direction of travel is on 45 degrees. Then, while still holding the compass, I'm going to move my body until the magnetic needle is on top of the orientating arrow. Put the red in the bed. Then all you have to do is walk the direction that the direction of travel is pointing to. Pretty simple, right? Let's try it on a real compass. Let's say I want to shoot 60 degrees. Rotate the base plate into the direction of travel is on 60 degrees. Then turn the compass in your body until the red, which means the magnetic needle, is in the bed or on top of the orientating arrow. Now you're going to walk that way. Step 5, you have to get a pace count. Start by counting every other foot by walking from one end of the 100-foot rope to the other. And I know this might blow everyone's mind, but when you start on the pace count, you start with your right foot. Continue your pace count until you get the amount of paces it takes for you to walk 100 feet. You're going to use this to calculate the steps you need to walk between each point when you do the rope course. The rope course pretty much has you start on one number on the rope, you shoot up to 4 azimuths, then you end back up on another number on the rope. Overall, shoot your azimuth, calculate your steps based on your pace count, and do this over and over again until you get to your end point, which should be back on the rope. And for the love of Chester, don't forget your celebratory dance after you get to your last point.
There you have it, young Marines. You can now successfully navigate on a rope course, and you can hopefully do a real course. Well, I really do hope that you can eventually do a real course. But whatever course you do, it will no longer be labeled as lost navigation because you know the basics of navigating a compass. Now, I have a challenge for you. Go out there, find everything that you need to find to create the rope course. Go back to your unit commander and say, hey, unit commander, I really want to try this rope course out and teach the young Marines how to do it. I challenge you to do that. I challenge you to make everybody in your unit successful navigators with a compass. Now, whatever you do, make it a deliberate decision. As always, don't be young Marine Lance Corporal, I don't feel like it. Let's get the job done.